we've got Baroness Gohir, who's the CEO of the Muslim Women's Network.
Hello, mummies and mummy supporters. So, I heard that you're very, very, very angry.
Yes!
Yes! Good, I'm angry too. And I have to say, I've got more and more angry as I was listening to all the speakers. So, you've probably heard of the phrase levelling up, right?
Yes.
So, I want to know, what does levelling up look like for mothers? So, we know about the gender pay gap. So, women earn less than men, and we need to close that gap. But actually, women who have children face a bigger gender pay gap, which needs to be closed. So who agrees that working mums need to be paid more?
Yes!
Now, let's look at maternity pay. Apparently, that's not going to be increased. Not only should maternity pay be increased, but I think maternity pay should be paid for longer than 39 weeks. Do you agree?
Yes!
And we know that childcare costs have gone through the roof. In fact, they cost more than your roof, more than rent, and more than mortgages. But there's one more thing as well. Childcare is inaccessible not just due to costs, but also nurseries are being shut down. And did you know that the greatest number of nurseries that are being shut down are in the most deprived areas in the UK, impacting the poorest families and also ethnic minority families. So I actually don't see any levelling up, do you?
No!
I see parent penalty, working mothers penalty and poverty penalty. And if that's not bad enough, recently the government said that part-time workers need to increase their working hours, otherwise their benefits will be cut. And do you know who they're talking about? They're talking about women, they're talking about you. And women are working part-time because they've got caring responsibilities. They're looking after their children, the sick, the disabled, the elderly. So women are not sitting idly by. They are doing unpaid work, which is not being valued by this government. So I don't want them to demonise part-time workers. I want them to be promoting part-time work and flexible working.
Yeah.
And also ensuring there's affordable childcare costs.
Woo!
The government solution to affordable childcare costs is changing the staffing and childcare ratios. So they are saying, I'm glad that you're booing at that. We'll have to do a bit louder, so 10 Downing Street can hear you. Now that is putting the lives of our children at risk. They think our children are expendable. Now, there's no excuse to do that, I'm sorry, but if you can find money for wars, if you can find money for contracts for your friends and associates, you can find money for childcare. And if Germany can do it, so can we. So, doesn't matter what your background is, where you live in the country, what your race is, what your class is, every family deserves high quality care, safe care, accessible care and affordable care. Do you agree?
Yes!
I'm worried about one more thing as well, because if this childcare crisis or chaos is not sorted very soon, we will actually see even more nurseries being shut down. And the impact of that is on our children. Early year education is absolutely essential for early development before children go to school. Which means that for many poor families and ethnic minority families, those children will be left behind before they even start school. Now, I want you to do a couple of things. So the issue of childcare ratio and staffing ratio, that is going to be debated by Parliament in the next couple of weeks, because the petition has hit 100,000 signatures. So in the next 2 weeks, you must write to your MPs and tell them to speak out and reverse this policy. That's number one. Will you do that?
Yes!
And secondly, the budget is going to be announced on the 17th of November. So we have some time to make lots of noise. And we want to send a message to the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, and his Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, that we want... want increased maternity pay and longer maternity pay. And also, we want affordable, as well as affordable childcare, we want flexible and part-time working to be promoted. If you agree with all that, make some noise one more time.